Come back. You've been gaming for 30 years? Man, that's a long session, dude. Probably go have a nap or something. You must be tired. Holy. Your mama was told she went to school with Zizaran? Okay. Okay, let's run back in and see if the expedition thing works then. That was a bit too far, alright? Still saying Exile. So now what? Does Tane appear now? This is bullshit. Can you not have Tane and... Still saying Exile. Just in time. I am saying. I'm thinking about. He is nearby. Nearby is a different map now. Wonder if they'll ever change nearby. I was watching a short on YouTube while in the toilet about a guy that rescued 3 million frog eggs and he's making a frog army in his pond and then he's just unleashing them on his neighborhood. Is that legal? Basically creating a pest. I would kill him. Biowarfare. Yeah, so there's like literally like 3 million frogs jumping out of the pond. Imagine having that as your neighbor. And he apparently did it because his neighbor is afraid of frogs. That's so mean. But so funny. Literally IRL nightmare fuel. The punishment, believe it or not, death. Let the man have his villain arc. He's helping him get over his fear. True. Some people just want to see the world leap. 2 million. Dude, imagine the sound. Imagine the slime. I used to hate ants. Like our house was in Norway was built on a swamp. So I'm a swamp dweller. And so we would have a lot of ants in our house. And my parents kept encouraging me to kill the ants. Because I found it fun anyway. So I had this like whiteboard where I would keep kill count. So I would write, I would like tick it off every time I killed an ant. Damn, that is bright. I would go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I must have killed like 200 ants. Also, this is so weird. Half of my windows is in Norwegian and half is in English. Like, I've set it to be in English. The only Norwegian configuration I have is that I wanted my language for my keyboard to be Norwegian. Everything else is in English. It's so weird. So it's like, I'd say like less than 10% is in Norwegian, 90% is in English. I'm like, why is it mixed and matching? All the settings say English. I'm so confused. I hate Windows 11 so much. The only way to get rid of that is to reinstall Windows. I have the same problem. There must be a way. I refuse to believe there's no way.
Don't let your efforts go to waste. Let's use the samples you've collected before they spoil.
Yeah, pretty much search. I literally might reinstall Windows, but if I reinstall Windows, I'd be doing 10. Alright, so those challenges are done. We need a ritual base. We need Therion. Need the Breach Sword. We haven't dropped any scouting reports. Yeah, same much. I don't know what I would do if I wasn't a streamer. I'd cry a lot. I have issues? Oh yeah. You're on Windows? I'm on Windows, yeah. I think I've seen Therion, I just didn't kill him. Do 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 do. Hmm. Um. I'm still working on 12 already. Maybe 12 won't be shit. Surely. Surely!
Godslayer.
$22 Celsius here and already dying? Damn. Do do do. I have blood vessels. I can't force ritual, can I? Right. And with sextants? Good point. I love you. I might just bother with 38. I don't know if I can be fucked with 40. I'm also just incredibly lazy.
This way, Exile. Not the fruit, just the juice. I give you to the earth.
Fuck Towering Titans? Yeah, I haven't done that one. It's just the challenge totem thing, which is kind of cool, but I don't know if I'll be bored enough to do it. What I might do is I might transfer my stuff to Trade League and see if there's somebody that'll sell me challenges. That isn't a bad idea. Like, I can give like 10 divines for bosses and stuff. Because I have so much. I have And I have something that's really, really valuable to people on hardcore trade. I have imprint beasts. And that people like. A big heart? No. Imprint beasts. I don't think there's ritual here. I would have seen it by now. Okay, we'll sex it up. No, there's not really alternatives to spell suppression. It's the same as 89 max stress. It's stupidly OP for how easy it is to get. Yeah, this is Totem Explode. My other build is Artillery Ballista.
This way, Exile. We need not the fruit, just
I played some Tarkov with Noogie yesterday. He killed me. He was being, he was about to be attacked from behind, so I killed the guy that was attacking him, and then Noogie turned around and shot me. I was like, I saved you. I did such a clean kill on factory though. Like, I was sorting my stash out. And I noticed I had a bunch of pistols, and I was like, okay, well, I don't really like using pistols with other stuff, so let's just run the pistols on factory. I enjoyed that anyway. And I killed like a Giga Geared guy with just one tap. I hid behind the boxes in Death Alley and just peeked out and just shot him in the face. And I was like, man, he was pissed. I actually took a screenshot of the loot too, because I sent it to Noogie. And he had just killed somebody else. Here, this is what he had. I don't know if that's tier 5, maybe, the body armor I got. I just had the P226R gun. And if he had worn that, which I don't know if he started with that or if he started with the Ulek and swapped, but if he was wearing that, I wouldn't have killed him. It's tier 5. I was like, that was clean. It was literally one shot too. Like, I didn't like shoot multiple.
Tacit guy again, just
That's that guy named the 17 months.
Literally my age.
Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. And if you're sad, try being happy instead. It's much better. You're welcome. You're welcome. Comprehensive. It's not what I need. I don't think I was happy until I was like 23. Well, I mean, I was happy enough, but like, not really happy. There's the ritual. Hello. I wasn't happy until I didn't feel the need to look at my paycheck every other week anymore. Yeah, that's a nice feeling. It's a nice feeling. You can be happy in life? Yeah. I'm very happy. If I wake up in the morning, I'm having a pretty good day. Yeah, I actually really appreciate waking up. I literally go like, yes, didn't die. The best way to avoid disappointment is to lower your expectations. Dude, it's like in RimWorld, one of the best buffs your character can have is low expectations. It's kind of true though. I don't know. I appreciate, like, I try to like make a conscious note of appreciating things. I think it makes me a lot happier. I do that with streamers? That's toxic. Oh shit, we go again. You can log out from dots. Having a child changes your perspective on life. It didn't really change mine much. I don't feel like a very different person before, after, and having a child. The cat? The cat changed me more because I didn't like pets before. I always wanted a child. Yeah, but you've always been a good person. I haven't. No, that's not true. I was straight up a shit person. I was very toxic and elitist when I was younger in gaming. I changed a lot between the age of 15 to 18. Hey, we got it. That was first try. Yeah, I played Han. I was borderline evil. Was? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with who I am today. I found that my son is one of the only things that gives me pure raw happiness, and that way having a kid has changed me. Oh, that's nice. That's sweet. Me and Han was not a nice person, yeah. Punisher, you there with the 3 months?
0WN1 sure is firing Ziz's laser.
Yep, remember OSD. Let the gods take him. Yeah, Rimworld's amazing. What is the challenge count? 32? 2? We need to find a breachstone. Is there a challenge for a harbinger? Where's the Curix shit? No, there's not. There's not a challenge for a beachhead. No beachhead. Really? No beachhead. Damn. Do I have enough to get a Chalupa? Bruh. That was some bullshit. Fuck. No, it's that guy. Like, I might, but I'm not planning on it. Bringing up breach uniques and a Seth? Oof. I don't need a ritual anymore then.
I'm not up to that yet.
I think I've done anything that I can do with Atlas Memories. Get all the, I think I've done all the other challenges already.
This way, Exile, not the fruit, just the
Oh, nice simple. I'm glad you liked it, dude. Awesome. Need purple for life. By the way, the new Jedi game, how open world is it? Kind of. Fairly linear. Dark Souls structured. I just saw something about flying a ship and I was like, maybe it's better than I thought it was, but... kinda boring to get into. Another comprehensive. But I want the breach one. You're into Darkest Dungeon 3 at the moment. Holy shit. You should stream that. You get 1 billion viewers. Everybody's back in the past playing 2, but you're in the future. What the fuck? Yeah, no, I've been playing that too. It's been pretty fun. And remind yourself that overconfidence, the slow and insidious killer. Is there a single reason for me killing Cortex? There's not, right? I can't think of any benefit of me killing Cortex. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Have you done Feared? I've done like 6 or 7, and you can't do Feared with that one anyway. Bottle Faith? I already have it. Yes, there's no reason. What's your last Atlas point from? Forgotten. And I'm not even missing 1. I'm missing 2. I don't have altered or I don't have the red or blue one. I have twisted and I've rewritten. And I have the nodes on. I have to migrate. I literally have to migrate.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Let's see, what is it you lose when you migrate now? You still lose all your master missions and you lose your beasts? I think that's all you lose. Can't think of anything else.
This way, Exile.
You can migrate all. I did that last thing. I lost stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna put them in Pokeballs. I don't think you have on hardcore. Shouldn't have enough room for offensive auras. You sent me a DM in Norwegian. I'm less likely to read Norwegian ones. Why would you send me? So right now I'm playing solo stuff on hardcore, and I can go back to Trade League and play with other people. Still out on my base? Maybe they fixed it. I don't trust it. It's just a proposition. You're propositioning me? It's a good thing? I just want to say that I'm married. I'm very happily married to a Danish wife that has a shovel and is very violent. It's a surprise for your tenant. Alright. I'll look. Right. Yeah, we can do that. Just don't tell my wife. Wait, let me see if I can get... And then how many did I need? 81. Bruh. That's annoying. Alright. At least one EHP rule. Not false. Yeah, just messaged me after stream. La la la. Do. By 750. At least we get a few rerolls each. I feel like I've been pretty unlucky on getting into Lupla. I just wanted Chalupla. Wow. Yeah, way more than I thought. More than the field of two. An updated POB. Yeah, you can just do express rank import on Poggies. That'll work. $2,500. That's like 4. See, we can just run to the boss. Oh, we do need to do these. We do need to do those. Assassin bow.
I'm not up to that just yet.
What's your favorite non-PoE streamer? Ammunition, maybe? I don't know, there's so many good ones. Pestily, Co. I don't know. A lot of good ones. Rascal. Like a lot of streamers. I don't watch many streamers though. I just tune in out again. Damn, I'm getting shafted here. Absolutely shafted. I wonder how many. I really wish we got a stat page. I would love to see how much I get per league. How much stuff I do. Such a cool thing to have. I love that every league. Yeah, refs. Not even gonna use them. Love party. Yeah, I want to play Forest when maybe when it gets more mods and when it's a bit more fleshed out. Like I don't really want to. I am trying to avoid early access games at the moment. I feel like very often when I play early access games, I'm like, man, this would be great if it was finished. I'm alive? I don't think there's anything wrong with having like different options to support people as long as they're optional. It's hard to go wrong with optional places to support a streamer.
This way, Exile.
Reaver. Jesus, that hurt. I only get annoyed if if I'm watching a streamer and like every 5 minutes it's like Twitch Prime, Twitch Prime, Twitch Prime. It gets very tiring. That's why I like I probably underdo it. But I don't know. I'd rather underdo it than overdo it. Hi, Sai. How you doing? I don't know. I think it's fine. Still playing the RuneScape. Nice, dude. I could probably do like 1 or 2 sub-construction per day, but like I don't know. I'd rather wait until we're like, I mean, obviously Prime is good because it doesn't cost people, but especially the like, sub stuff. Rather wait until we're out of recession. Like a lot of people are having a hard time. I prefer getting most of my money from sponsors and stuff anyway. Like so many people go out of their way to watch my sponsored content. Well, that's good. Boing. How's RuneScape treating ya? So watching Fox is more ads than cable TV, including himself constantly reminding sponsors every 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean it's a hard thing to balance because like you have to be responsible for making sure you get enough money as a streamer. It's harder for some people. I don't mind too much what other people do. I'm very happy with the people and sponsors I work with. Like Rebellion has no requirements. They're just like, just do your thing and have fun. And then Starforge, I have to do one call to action per month. Which I think those are both pretty good. Those are pretty good terms, I think. Hopefully you guys don't feel like that's too much. Starforge is funny because they really like my dick tweets. Like, yeah, that's my kind of sponsor. I love it. Yeah, I don't know. I try to like, I decline most sponsors and try to balance it a lot so it's a good watchable experience. I actually might reach out. I don't know if Manscaped still sponsor people, but I was like wearing one of their boxers the other day and it's actually my most comfy one. So I'm like, I wonder if I'll get another one. It was so good. They're also like perfect for like dick jokes. Now you just need a Keeps sponsor. Actually I got offered that. But I declined it. The reason I declined it is because I don't really want to do anything science-based unless I'm 100% sure of it. And I didn't want to research it. It Keeps is the balding thing, right? Like it's like anti-balding stuff. Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't know. A, I'm not balding. B, I don't know if it works. And I don't know, like that would feel a little bit too like snake oily to me. It's the same with like, I get offered a lot of like health drinks and stuff. I've never understood people's obsession with hair. It's not very hair specific. It's just humans are generally very insecure. Especially the younger you are. I mean, sometimes for older people too, but the younger we are, generally the more insecure and worried about what other people think we are. What about an actual snake oil sponsor? Buy snake oil today. No, I don't know. I don't really wanna. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many sponsors I decline. The regrowing of hair part is pretty snake oil, like a really low percentage, but actually keeping your hair you have it's really good for. Right, it's more the fact that I don't want to research it. And there are some things that I'm like, I just think it's silly. I want to work with products that I would actually use and work and care about myself. I'm like, this just doesn't seem legit. What is one of the weirdest sponsorships you were offered and declined? Probably those things where they make a plushie out of you. And then you have to like get your stream to buy like 1,000 of them or they don't get made. And obviously like the biggest ones we've had is like NFT and crypto stuff. They've offered us like around $300,000. Basically like, do you want to do a rug pull on your audience kind of thing?
I'm not up to that just yet.
Well, it was like 100,000 for us as organizers and 200,000 for the gauntlet prize pool. In dollars, not in actual NFTs. Nah, it wouldn't matter how big the number was. Because like, integrity matters so much to me. And I'm already making enough that I can like... Even when I wasn't though, it's not like it changed. Even when I declined sponsorships when I wasn't making a lot. But it's easier now that I'm making a lot. Which you think it should be like that for everybody, but I really feel like the more money people make, the greedier they get. For the most part.
This way,
Like, I don't know, like, I would be very happily sponsored by Red Bull. It's obviously not the healthiest thing in the world, but I love Red Bull and drink it a lot myself, so, like, that I can get behind. Even Monster I'd consider working with. But I don't want to, like, all the powdery, disgusting ones. Sis said one of the most insightful things I heard regarding sponsors. The money comes from your community. It's not free. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. But like the reason a lot of content creators are okay with doing really scammy sponsors is that they don't look at their audience as people. I'd watch you try Soylent. I tried that. It was disgusting. It tastes like cardboard. I wasn't even trying that for like a sponsor thing. I was trying that because I was like trying to like see if it would be better for my stomach. It was disgusting.
My mana is gone.
It tastes like cardboard, literally. Ah, look at I tried Noco. Nope. I don't know. I don't really drink many energy drinks anymore anyway. Fighting. That's fair, no cam. I didn't like them at all when I tried it. Tried it at a TwitchCon or something. If I send you a Noco, will you try it? No. I don't have I don't have an option for people to send me things. I don't think I ever will. It's because something that started happening is a lot of streamers do PO box opening streams and stuff like that. So what some viewers have started doing is they send air tags. So the streamer will take the parcel from the PO box area to their home, and that now they know where the streamer lives. Pretty five-head. Happened to quite a lot of streamers that do like PO box streams.
Alzaric
smart,
just
very.
resubscribed for 27 months.
Very smart. Alzaric, thank you for the 27 months. So it's like I'm genuinely not very worried about it from my community. Like I've been very lucky and I've never had any incidents with people being weird. Like the only thing that's ever happened to me was somebody being really entitled for build help. That's it. That's the only bad thing that's happened. So I've been very lucky. It was like pretty early. It was in like 2017 or 18, something like that. Somebody messaged me in game like right before League started, and I was like recording footage for new builds, and they were like, "Hey, can you help me with my build?" And I'm like, "No, I'm sorry, dude. I'm recording the League starters right now." And he was like, "Oh, but I'm a sub," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I really don't have time." And he was like, "I literally pay you money." And I was like, "Oh, I thought you meant you were a YouTube subscriber. You mean you're a paying subscriber on Twitch?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's right." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I understand. So just to make sure that you are, can you say something in my Twitch chat?" And it was like an 18-month sub or something, and I permabanned him. And then I was like, "Go fuck yourself," and then I blocked him. That's the only bad experience I've had. Literally the only. I made you, yeah, it was like, bruh, the fuck was that? That's when I was pretty small too, but I was like, I'm not dealing with that shit. Yeah, I like helping non-subs. I don't mind helping like anyone, I just want to have time for it. Hello, Nostarl. I was telling a story. Hey everybody, I can see you. And just up my sub then. I mean, I love subs, but I want everyone to feel welcome whether they sub or not. To be fair, I do think some people do feel like if someone gives them money, they feel like they owe them something. It's actually why some streamers, even if they don't want to, they struggle a little bit on shit talking a sponsor that's paid the money. Like, I actually have other streamers reach out to me and ask how I'm okay with it, like how I'm comfortable doing it, because they struggle with it. Which I get. But I'm like, I feel like I have a bigger loyalty to the people that watch me every day and are the reasons I'm getting the sponsorship. Worst case scenario, if I should talk a sponsor, they're just not going to sponsor me again. Like, boo-hoo. Oh no. What are they going to do? Not pay me? I'll drag them. Didn't somebody send you a death threat once? Yeah. But only one time. It was very specific too. There's like sometimes you'll get death threats of people being really mad and being like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, and that's like fine, right? But then I had one that was like, I'm gonna show up to your TwitchCon meet and greet at 1 p.m. on that day and kill you. Like, I'm gonna throw acid on your face and kill you. And I was like, man, that's so specific though. Oops. Somebody messaged banning it with "we pay you." Show some respect. Yeah, I don't know. People are just very entitled these days. It's like, no. Hopefully you tip me because you like the content I've already done. Like, that's ideally why people sub. Ideally people sub because they're like, hey, I really like the content you've done so far and I want to do continue. Not because they want something in return. Then it's like, brr. Oh. Yeah, have more. Also, ad-free viewing, yeah. Technically do that with ad blocker as well, though. I subbed for the welcome emotes. I subbed because I used your build guide. Only fair, dude. If everyone they used a build guide subbed, I would be very rich. That's like the idiots shouting, my taxes pay your salary at police. Dude, I've seen a few of those shorts lately on YouTube. People are very obnoxious. I don't like people. I can't remember the exact quote, but it's like, don't look at a man by how he treats his equals, but look at him by how he treats those that can do nothing for him. I think that's very true. What? You'll feel more entitled than ever? Yeah, it's very weird. What's a good advice you can give to new streamers? Make sure there's a reason people should watch you. Like, if you're watching a small streamer, the reason they're small is because they don't have good content. Like, sometimes people will ask me, like, hey, can you look at my stream and give me advice? They don't actually want advice. Usually they want a host. Oh, Jesus. Or they want me to just affirm them and say what they're doing is great and that they just need to keep going and they'll get paid. But like, there was one guy, he asked if I could look at his stream and give advice, because he said he'd been streaming for 2 or 3 years every day for like 8 to 10 hours a day, and he had 1 viewer. And I was like, first off, this sounds like bullshit, but I'll look. And that was true. He actually did that, and I'd never seen a more boring stream in my life. He literally just sat there playing video games. He wasn't even, not only was he not on voice with anyone else and talking to somebody else, which isn't good advice anyway, right? I'm not saying you should be on voice with somebody else, but he was literally just sitting there in silence, not doing any form of commentary, not doing any form of communication, Like whenever I had no viewers, I'd be like talking constantly. You should never stop talking. And what I did was I would talk all the time while I was on my own. Talk to yourself, talk out loud, opening the fridge door, be like, okay, so now I'm gonna open the fridge door, like just get in a habit of just narrating everything you're doing. Also, yeah, you shouldn't start with 0 viewers. You should start with like 10 to 15 viewers at least. When I started, I asked my family, all my gaming friends to watch and stuff like that, because like if you can't convince people you've already met in your life to watch, you're probably gonna have a hard time convincing strangers. And like it becomes a lot easier when you do get like 20 to 50 viewers. Like Steel talked about it a little bit, and he said he wouldn't be able to get past the initial hurdle because he needs people to bounce off, and some people are like that. But Steel was like a guaranteed success for a lot of other reasons. Steel already had a big reputation that he had built up over like 7 years before starting streaming. Yeah, YouTube content's really good too. Like you really want a hook, and then you want, whenever they find you, there needs to be an enjoyable reason to stay. Because like sometimes people have a really, really good hook, but then you come into the stream and it's like, well, okay, it's boring here. What was Steelmage doing before streaming? He was like winning and grinding PoE races and stuff. He was one of the most known players. He was always one of like the top players before streaming. But yeah, most people are very boring. That's why they're small. Just started playing PoE over a bit of a week ago, and your videos have been the only thing keeping me progressing into the game. Just want to drop by and say thanks for the great content. Thanks. Appreciate that. And a thing that's very important is a lot of people will blame the platforms because they're not doing enough for small... Oops, shit, I fucked up. Oh, no, I didn't. A lot of people will blame the platforms and be like, the platforms aren't doing enough for small streamers. The platforms should be... people are like, the platforms should be promoting small streamers because they deserve it for whatever reason. I don't know why they deserve it, but that's like a common thing you'll see, right? They'll be like, well, I deserve to be featured because how else am I gonna grow? Which is very wrong, right? Like, they don't owe you anything. And the biggest factor you have for growth is word of mouth. It was actually really interesting because when I was a small streamer, this was when I was around like 100 to 300 viewers. 100 to 300, when I was around 100 to 300 viewers, Twitch reached out to me and they were like, hey, we see you're like a really, really nicely growing streamer and we want to invite you to a streaming group for small streamers. And I was like, what the fuck did you just say to me? And they were like, oh, we want to invite you to a group for small streamers. And I was like, fuck you. I'm not a small streamer. People just haven't found me yet. Yeah, I took that personally. I declined. I did not join that group. I was like, fuck that. I just got offended. Pretty successful? Yeah, I was just an inconvenienced larger streamer. Temporarily inconvenienced. But I was like, I don't want to label myself as a small streamer. I don't want people to watch me out of pity. I want people to watch me because their favorite streamer's asleep and I'm the second best option. Viewership challenged, we called him. But like, what I did as well, like, I don't know how well it would work today, but obviously I was streaming around like 450 hours a month when I started streaming for the first 2 years. That's like my proudest flex because I accidentally had the world record in most hours streamed per month. That's definitely my proudest life flex. I'll never forget, somebody came into my chat and they were like, hey, how do you feel about people trying to beat your record? And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, your world record for most hours streamed in 1 month. And I was like, huh? And then I saw like clips of people talking about who had the current record for most hours streamed in 1 month. And I was like, oh, cool. Let's do it for real. So that was like a very, very good growth factor early. When Tarkov? Actually, I've been playing Tarkov off stream. Played with Noogie yesterday. Well, now they say cheat. Yeah, but that doesn't count. It's only when you're actively awake and streaming. How do people survive so long in the game? It's hard when you're a new player because you don't know what to look out for and what can kill you. It gets easier. Yeah, I would never sleep on stream, I think. That's why, like, the subathon I did, I was actually not gonna do it because I couldn't figure out a good way for what was gonna happen when I was asleep. And then Helena was like, what if we take turns streaming? And I was like, that's a great idea. I'm so happy with how that happened and turned out. Come on, Breach. Wow, I'm getting shafted here. Where were we? Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Still playing Diablo 4. It's gonna scare me, isn't it?
What's up, baby? Ah! That's a baby! That's a baby! What the fuck is a little baby?
Yeah, I'm not playing that in VR. Hello, Parenthood. Go for more pack size with harvest farming or quantity. Both are good. Hopefully after stream, see this as well.
Yeah, let's eat. I'm hungry. Fat lol. Fat lol.
Poor Bambi came up for a cuddle and got a spear to the eye. Bambi jump scare. These. Right, I'm gonna go BRB. Burb. Burb. Enjoy some ads. I'm back. Oh. Forest 1 is way better than Forest 2 for some strange reason. They're both basically the same. I think Forest 2 would be more fun when it's finished.
Oh! what? Oh fuck! I thought it was like a fucking bow archer or some shit.
He's like me, just get scared at everything. Very easy, Roach. You look fresh. Thanks. I didn't sleep that well, but I'm feeling alright. Wait, what's the lowest item level for this stupid challenge? Fully allocate Crucible passive skill trees. Like, what do I buy from? Like, what act? That would have been a perfect segue into a HelloFresh sponsor. Oh, I would love to do another HelloFresh sponsor. Did you guys enjoy that? The Steals this HelloFresh collab? Anything? Really? Act 6?
Welcome.
Yes, it's very good. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that.
Farewell.
Who's up, baby?
That's so good. Yeah, Old King. Tiger, they were the prime.
Tiguk is firing.
That's very
Ziz's
funny.
laser.
Here, Sai, are you gonna play Diablo 4? Damn it. I'm thinking about hiring a gamer.
This way, Exile.
I need a Diablo 4 gamer. Like someone that's gonna be like Keegan, no lie. That is actually good at games. Like Embu, Organic, or U level. Oh, half of that? I mean, it doesn't help if they're already a streamer, does it, Spinsy? Kinda defeats the point. They're very unlikely to work for me then. More purple. Oh my god, I saw a really cool clip of somebody whistle singing. That was so cool. It's apparently like very, very few people can do it. Let's see if I can find the clip. Whistle singing. Oh, I found it. It's actually strangely beautiful. Very cool. You can't really hear it. I'll turn it out. I just figured it would be loud enough. Merveil IRL. Called the whistle note. Yeah, let me put it up volume. Hey. You can hear it, you don't need to see it. Very cool. Karen battle shout. That's the limit. 72 is the limit. Sounds like a violin. Can't tell if it's my tinnitus or not. Battle mage cry. That's what I would sound like if somebody was coming at me with a knife. I need the bosses too. Oh, is that the guy I need? Why does he have some fucking shield, bro? Is that the guy I need? What was the name of the dude I needed? He is tanky, bro. Wait, I killed the Ubers faster than this guy. Jesus Christ, bro. That was not the guy I needed either. Therion, Beast of the Cavern. Bro, that was crazy. I actually killed the Ubers faster than that. Way faster. It's not even a competition. That was crazy. Is that the Valenta clone, the one you need? Oh, I have no idea. That was crazy.
That would only slow me down.
Carrying Golem? I've definitely seen him a few times, but I saw Garotha died to him, so I like left. It's like 90% damage reduction. Yeah, it's so crazy, dude. What is this shit? Is there a talent for these, at least? That's the first one I've had. Right, what's the challenge called? What's it under? Towering Titans. I don't see one. You want to keep the skill ones? What do you mean? Long arms guy. Huh. Okay. Dude, I'm just not getting to reply. That's the only area with area level 85. Oh, you're right. I get it. I get it. You're right.
This way, Exile.
I should get the pop first. Here we go. Needle purple.
Don't let it
Armor the Remnants 84, or you need to run for Towering Titan challenge. Is there anything special I need to do in there, or do I just need to kill the things in there? Like, I don't need to like specifically use that forge for a challenge. No, I don't have any of the combined ones done. Literally. None. With at least 11 skills. Hmm. Oh, unique item. That I can only do in the geode ones, right? I can only combine the unique one in a geode, so I need my geode for that, right? Unique item with the Crucible. Oh shit, it doubled. You can do uniques in some of the normal ones. Combining them? Are you sure? Nice. Maybe I make some more obliterations for fun. Oh. Oh, it's so easy to fill these up. The low ones. Oh, that's nice. I didn't think they could get more than one. He's not the guy I needed either, right? Dude, there's 2 uniques here. Nope.
Hail.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Hmm. Drop the 11 paso one is too hard. Else is fine. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Bruh. Well, good. It's funny. Why fight progress? It's weird that that happens backwards, bro.
That would only slow me down.
I do have one divine and a Shako. Level 28 melee slash. Yo! I don't think I have any interesting cards except divine cards. Hey, I got 10 divine orbs. We can do some Shaco divining. Content window. Content window. Yo, little 35. Chain. Damage on full life. Lightning pen and pulverize. Bloodthirst. High impact mine. Level 35 Archmage would actually be cool, right? Area of effect overcharge. Increased duration. Critical damage. The head. Man, I only got bad ones. I don't think I have any more divines. Rip divines? What divines? I haven't seen any divines. Have you guys seen divines? I've seen any. Alright, I need a second one. Maybe vendor some sixlings? I actually have a neat trick to get divines. Wait, oh my god. I can go trade league and get so much content. Oh, we should totally do that. I can sell my my potions and shit. Oh, I could get so many divines. I have so much gear. I have so many imprint beasts. I actually have enough for a mirror, don't I? How much is a mirror on hardcore trade? I would be the finest potion seller. But then you can't flex with your SSF stuff? What do you mean? I've already flexed with it. It's 70 divines on hardcore. Yo! Like, I've already flexed with it. I've already done it. We have the footage. I don't need to keep it. Like, I don't need to keep it to flex it. I've already done that. The flex was doing it. Is there SSF standard? Yeah. And hardcore. Oh, damn haircuts. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that's a good idea. I think we go, So wait, so I lose master missions. So I want to try to get that done first. Because I haven't done the breach Kirak thing. I'm trying to drop that. What's the current damage on this? Max. 36 million. Damage is max. What does the person I'm killing that I need look like? Oh. It looks like Valentia. Okay, thanks. Yes, let's go. I don't know, Cynical. Maybe the Gladiator fun charges? I'm not sure, actually. Call is good. Nice Slayer call. Get lucky, Crivet. Just get lucky, I'm afraid. Wait, by the way, is it okay for this challenge if it has 4? Fully allocated. Is 4 too little? Like, does it need 5? Oh, actually, the aura effect node would be very good. Oh, or adrenaline. It needs to end, so 2 is enough. Oh, we got the thing just as I asked for it. Very convenient. Very convenient. I complain about not having gotten it, and then I get it literally the following map. The only thing that could keep me from quitting PoE is probably if a mage blood drop or like a card drop. Very convenient. Steel isn't playing PoE, so Chris is watching you instead today. I think for the last 2 leagues, my RNG has just dwarfed Steel's by like a lot. I've had I've like the last 2 leagues, my RNG has just been obscene. It's the craziest RNG I've had. Wait, is that the one? Therion? Ah, that's the one! Doesn't look like Valenta at all. Wait, it does look like Valenta. I'm stupid. I was thinking I was thinking the expedition boss. What's that called? No, it's literally Valenta. I'm just stupid.
This way, Exile. Kill it, Exile.
I was thinking Verana. God damn it, there's too many bosses with V.
That would only slow me down.
You'll have to forgive me, chat. I'm new. There's only like 3? Shut up! That's Verana, Vertania, Valenta, Varici, Voldemort, Steed loads! Val. Vegan. Venison, Vadziri. He loads. Thanks. V your mom. Godless Panorama. That's a cool map. Yeah, V Rising on the 18th. I'm very excited. If this gives me Chayula, that solves 2 of my problems.
We're detecting instability in this map.
Your mom.
That's the trail. Got my eye on you.
Putrid slang. What about your mom? You don't want to know. She's a lovely lady. V Rising is coming on the 17th, not the 18th. The problem is that they haven't said a release date, like when on the 17th. So we're gonna do the 18th instead. Like they haven't said like 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m. kind of thing. So that makes more sense for us to do the 18th, and then we'll do it early on the 18th. And we're going climbing on the 17th anyway. Like we've started doing bouldering every Wednesday. Your forearms are gonna get ripped? Yeah, I'm definitely feeling better and healthier just by doing something once a week. It's like, I'm kind of annoyed because like nobody has told me that exercise would make me feel better. It's just like completely news to me. So, you know, somebody could have told me that at some point. None of us exercise? Thanks for telling us. It's fun though, I've been enjoying it a lot. Oh, nice, Ingerton. You're leaving the house? Yes, sadly. Yeah, my diet has improved. I'm mostly drinking water now. For the first time in 27 years, I'm drinking more water than soda. That's kind of crazy. It is a bit. I should be studied. I'm kind of proud of myself. I just cut it out overnight. I went from 4 to 5 Cokes a day to 1. No, actually, like, I really don't like water. Doesn't taste that nice. My body's been ruined by soda. If you have really good life recovery with the flask, it's good. Yeah, like cans, not bottles. So I wouldn't drink that much, really. Mostly just 4. And it's what, 333 centiliter? So 4 times 333. So 1.3 liters of Coke per day. But that's pretty much all I would drink too. How much liquid are you supposed to drink per day? So I guess I would drink 1.5 liters per day of liquid. What are you supposed to? I feel like that's less than you're supposed to. 2 to 3 liters. Oh, so I'm not too far off then. It's that enchant. You get it from the crafting bed. Are you alive? I don't know. Is that bad? Maybe I just don't. But I also don't move a lot. I don't exert myself. Surprised you. I've never had kidney stones. Bread has humidity as well. I don't eat a lot of bread. Yet? If I didn't get kidney stones when drinking 4 or 5 Cokes a day, I'm very unlikely to get kidney stones now that I'm mostly drinking water. I have a friend, he eats and drinks super healthy, gets kidney stones all the time. He drinks water, he eats very healthy. He's had kidney stones like 3 or 4 times a year. Crazy. I think his body is like catching it like Pokemon. Skill issue? No, it's not someone I've met IRL. It's a gamer friend. But every time he gets kidney stones, I message him the Joey gif, and I'm like, kidney stones! bones. Genetics also affect that a lot. Yeah, I think most people with my diet would have had like 3 times diabetes. Because I used to, before I was lactose intolerant, I would eat like a liter of ice cream a day. The more impressive thing is, how am I not ginormous? Like, that's actually impressive. It's not like I move. That's crazy, yeah. Hitting boulders? I don't know. Your brain burning the calories? I don't use my brain either. No thoughts, empty head? Yeah, I mean, I'm a streamer. Maybe you are skinny fat? Oh no, I'm definitely skinny fat. That's not what I meant. I meant like, I feel like, well, not so much now, but I feel like with the diet I had, I probably should have been like 400 kilos. What are you exercising now? Oh, I just do bouldering every Wednesday. Like right now I weigh 76 kilos. I was 83 and then I like started not snacking. Because I would normally eat, I would eat like a bag of crisps or 1 or 2 bags of candy per day. But I was like, my metabolism was stopping a little bit. So I was, so I just quit snacking. Like now I would just snack once or twice a week instead. And I would have like a dessert after every meal. So now I'm down to 76 kilos. And I don't like, considering how little I do and what I eat, I don't feel like I look terrible. Like, it definitely could be worse. If I hold it in, it looks really good. Like, hey, I have a body. I am. Like, considering my diet. No, I'm 175. Your body just doesn't seem to retain anything. You're like a strainer. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe things just go straight through me. You're much more fluffy? Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like you really notice it on the... I feel like my face is less fat. How tall are you? 175. 5'9". But I mean, it's just like passively going down now because I'm not drinking so much Coke. I thought it would go down faster though. Moral of the story is Coke's really not that bad for you. Hashtag ad lol. I don't know. But snacking was big. Maybe it's because I poop so much. Maybe that's why I'm not fat. You can get rid of rust with Coke? That's great, then I'm not rusty on the inside. Maybe that's why I'm so good at video games. Holy! I'm gonna go grab the ice cream in your freezer. I am a shitter. I know, because I go to the bathroom, I poop like 4 times a day. Maybe that's my secret. The diet secret nobody wants you to know. Oh my god, speaking of snake oil, there was a streamer, influencer. That's a lot. Yeah, I've had stomach problems my entire life. Maybe that's why I'm so skinny. It's kind of bad though. It like makes like things like I don't want to do like things like camping. That would be like crippling. But yeah. There was an influencer that was selling diet pills, right? Like she was selling diet pills and said they were guaranteed to work. And a lot of people thought this was a scam, but they worked. They worked too well. People were reporting that they were losing like crazy amounts of kilos after taking these diet pills. So much that people started investigating them. They were tapeworm eggs. The diet pills was literally tapeworm eggs. It worked though. That's so fucked. You can just Google influencer tapeworm eggs diet pills. Are you making this up? Influencer tapeworm eggs. I'm trying to find it now. I can't find it. I promise I'm not lying. Influencer diet inform eggs. I can't find it anywhere though. The tapeworm diet. Jesus Christ. Fake story? No, I saw it on Twitter. It's real. Well, it's Twitter real. I linked it the last time. Can't think of anything more disgusting than tapeworms. Yeah, but I think this isn't somebody selling anything. Actually, please allow ads on your site. Dieters would swallow beef tapeworm cysts, usually in the form of a pill. Yeah, but this was somebody actually like selling it, like as a pill. But it's, ugh. I don't know, people who go to great lengths to lose weight, dude. All right, I'm gonna go toilet real quick. I'll be right back. Butter.
Hello, I am back.
Ads. Alright, let's try this. So how rapey are these? I've never done one. Well, I mean, I've never killed the monsters in one.
Time itself, one in which you must prove your might.
Pruning a branch can save a tree.
Pretty free post nerf. Wait, I might just run to the end. What is this shit? Was it no regen? Oh wait, I need to go get obliteration.
You may use this tool to ensure your own survival and the longevity of Rayclast itself.
Well, that can be good. Does that mean I got no challenge? So so nothing happened then. Nothing fun happened. Nothing nice. Yeah, both were fully allocated. That's the challenge I'm doing. Leech that I'm hoping it says ESH kept a max of 10% so if you have 10k, would that make... Wait, you can get higher max. That's just the default. I'm pretty sure you can get higher max though. Swift assembly. Don't help me. I'm pretty sure you can get higher max still. I'm not sure now. Okay, let's do more events. And yeah, instant leech is good too. And POB should help you calculate leech as well. Why? Harvest! Yes, I left. 240. Hmm. Which one is max? Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so that one's gonna be a beach. Meaningful memories. We can do that now, actually.
I'm not up to that just yet. This way. Kill it,
Nice.
Exile.
Yeah, rejuvenation totem. It's from the Crucible tree. Yeah, honestly, I think Heroes of Might and Magic 4 is the better OST. Obviously not the better game, but they're both pretty good. Namaharim! I wonder if I go trade league, if people will buy my like Uber flasks. Or if they're unsellable.
Sheer Zizaran is firing Ziz's laser.
Hey, they Huron. I think the game is easier now. Like, there's a lot less random one-shots and stuff. Most of those are all gone. Oh shit, explodes corpses. Generally getting easier and easier. And more like easy to figure out. Yeah. Suppression's huge. Enemies to detonate dead are very scary still. But at least that has a wind up now too. It used to just be instant, so sometimes you would just die. It is really interesting to me how the game has gotten easier and more fair, and hardcore has been dwindling. It's really fascinating to me. You would think that since hardcore is more fair, more people would want to play hardcore. But it's the other way around. Very strange. The people crave suffering.
Blessing.
Those are like, the game has like grown a lot and people generally play. Oh, finally. People generally play softcore. Let's do it. Are you guys ready for content? Flawless Breachstone. And I have to do the challenge of opening 3 portals. I don't even want to see the mods. I'm gonna do it no matter what. Ooh, scary.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Alright, so I have to step on 3 portals. There's 1. There's 2. Now we just need a 3rd. And I can kill him. And there's 3. Just in case. Boom. What? What? A flawless drop nothing. Really? Man, they really screwed over Reach.
Is firing Ziz's laser.
How is it
I just
flawless?
got a new sub key.
Dropping nothing. Nothing. This is some of the hardest content in the game. Most builds can't even get to the boss. Wow. Man, that's a tweet. Flawless. That's crazy to me, dude. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Right. We can just run this now. I can't believe that. Alright, thank you for the 3 months. Thank you. Yeah, no, they're really good. You're not getting a strength bonus anyway. So they're fine. Can't believe that was uber flawless. Right, I don't need the bosses anymore. It's filled up yet? Oh, max reached.
Blamdiddy is firing
Run
Ziz's
to the
laser.
boss, I guess.
Loving Bo right now. Thanks for all that you do.
Oh, nice bum. Thank you, dude. Why are the emotes whales? I like whales. I think they're magnificent. And it was between whales and squirrels, and the people I tried to get squirrel emotes off didn't make very good squirrel emotes. Oh shit, I was like, I want to kill the boss just to try to get this, and I actually got that. I only need one more then. Actually might be able to stay SSF then. And whenever somebody subbed, I would say welcome to the channel. That's why we have this WC emote. It's covered in milk. The girl that does my emotes, I was like, hey, I'd like to commission another emote. And she was like, yeah, what would you like? And I was like, well, so whenever somebody subs to the channel, I say welcome to the channel. So if we could have a, well, that's... And then she didn't actually respond. She just sent me an invoice and she sent me the emote. She's great. I love her. Say less. Yeah, Harvest is massively affected by map tier. I don't even bother with Harvest and low tiers. So how much was the white whale? I can't remember. $30 to $40? I remember when I started, I had an emote artist and she charged, like, I was very new, so I wasn't sure what I should pay for emotes, and I think she charged like $85 per emote. Thankfully I didn't have a lot of emotes back then, so it's not like I had to use a ton of money on it because I didn't have any money. But she would take like 2 to 4 weeks per emote. And I was like, man, this is just not working for me. And I found another artist that's Etheria and recommended me. I think she was charging, it was $5 per emote. And it was $8 if you wanted it done quickly. Done quickly generally meant within an hour or two. And I was like, holy. So I started paying her $30 to $35 per emote instead. And then anytime I needed anything done, she would do it like, I would bump the queue and she would do it instantly for me. Because I was like, well, you're charging way too little, but, so I'm going to pay you more. But then she gave me like preferential treatment. Man, even real life is pay to win. But yeah, it was really good. But then anytime I needed something, she would like just do it fast. Very smart. Terrifying. Thank you for the 23 months. That's still the person that does my emotes today. Oh, I should wait till I have all 4. Have any of the synth maps? Oh man, there's a chance. Wait, I should do the Conquerors. They can drop the card. Tanya, which I don't have. Is Enlighten good to have on a blow? I'm using Toxic Rain. Oh, on a bow. No. It won't hurt, but no, it's not very useful. It'll make it easier to have 0 mana cost. The number one thing you're looking for is +1 bow gems. It's going to be stumbled upon that my stash is getting full. There's so many different options. Yes, I made a video a month ago or something. If you go to YouTube, search for Zizaran stash tabs, try to find whatever's the most recent one. Should be less than a month ago old. I do recommend buying when it's on sale though. Yes, you can get Empower Enhance. Right. Rare though. Although, I still wouldn't recommend Empower on a bow because that Empower won't get leveled up by +1 bow gems. Hi Lolo. Why are you streaming so little lately? That's a great question. Let's see. The last 30 days, I've streamed 225 hours. I don't feel like that's little. I feel like that's a decent amount. Okay, you need to stop. You want attention? Don't bite my cable. Bad cat. That's less than methyl? Is it? No, it's 10 hours more than methyl. I just checked on Selenium. Unless Selenium is wrong. Where are you now, Loki? And like in April it was 260. Which is definitely more casual than normal, I will admit. I will admit. My god, that is pretty casual for me. 256 hours. Oh, but I did so much YouTube because I was doing like between 1 and 4 hours a day of YouTube. Because I did 3 hours per day. Sorry, 3 videos per day on YouTube. It's harder to do But
Just in time. Just in time.
man, not bad. Not bad at all. Mathel's very consistent. I'm here from YouTube. Hi.
Make this worth my time. Be healed, and it will not be so simple next time.
I shall cast you into a pit of
Come on, rough the synthesis map.
The fights must never end. Stop and cut.
Damn. Wouldn't be that hard with the incursion nodes. But yeah, I don't know, like the reason I didn't stream yesterday was because my sleeping pattern was so fucked, so I was just sleeping. That's what you meant. I don't feel like I'm streaming that little though. I need less. Not that little. Oh, damn Dutch. Sucks, dude. Do you think strong boxes just show up on the map? No, I think that would make monster structure very annoying. I don't know, I'm fairly pumped for D4. I died a lot at the start of the league. I died 3 times this league. One is from a mythic orb and the other is R&D from a forge. Alright, let's go find the boss. Boss. Yeah, I mean, it would probably be okay. Can have it as an option either way.
I'm not up for that just yet.
Oh. We only dropped a Veritania.
countless thousands. What's one more?
Your sentence is death. Crush the intruder.
Oh. There's one. We need one more. One more.
My kingdom Veritania.
One more. Then there's a chance. Like toggling the UI menu. Yeah, that'd be nice. Actually, like getting most of the challenges done. I used to do that. I very often do that. Like suicide a lot of my characters at the end of the league. Anything that hasn't hit level 100.
Will never stop searching for that which sends you spiraling into the abyss.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. Yeah, loads of farming tutorials. Loads and loads. You use monsters treasure on Val Temple? Yes, but you don't get the Val vessels. Like it doesn't convert strong boxes to the Val vessels. I have a shit ton of character slots. But now I used to keep most of them, but now I delete everything that's not level 90. I should do a purge at some point though.
I shall cast you into a pit of infinite torture.
Damn, one card. Have you ever played a Cyclone build? I was actually, early on, I was known for only playing melee and specifically Cyclone. So like, back in the day, people would be like, Resident Sleeper, are you ever gonna play a non-melee build? Well, how the times have changed. Are you done with the league already? Pretty much. Was melee good or did you just like melee? It was okay, but yeah, I just liked it. I remember it was a very big deal when I played my first spellcaster build. My first spellcaster build and first CI build was something called Spark. So when I started playing with Havoc, and to be able to race, I needed to play Spark to be able to stay fast enough.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Soon. What happened to the Pimp My Exile series? I just never really got around to it. I still do want to do it though. I do like the idea. I do like the idea.
This way, Exile. Quickly.
Oh, nice suck. Yeah, same Shafty. Yeah, we'll see. I'm doing V Rising on the 18th. You guys are very welcome to join. Basically gonna just have like public passwords so anyone that wants to play on our server can join. It'll be me, Nugi, Tai Tai, and Steel.
I've killed countless thousands. What's one more?
Yeah, they have to be trending.
Onward! Force of arms! Hand of justice!
Nice. Okay, there's a chance. We got the full set. Daily div cards affected by map? Nope. Fuck me wish, chat. Damn. Then I will have to transfer. Hi. You want cuddles? What do you want? What do you want? Oh. Come up. Herald of Agony. Hi. Hello. Turn up. You can jump up. Boy. Ah! He gets like very cuddly whenever Helena's gone.
Long day.
Any treats up here?
Hail
What are your treats? Even replica. Oh, you can sell replica too. Let's see. That sucked that we didn't get the
How's the trail?
That's the one I need. That's sad. Right, well
I
we
know
can
the
do
Atlas can
Hunter.
retain the-
I really wish you could witness the ones here.
I know the Atlas can
That's
retain
literally the one I
illusions
need,
of power
but I
from
can't
within.
witness it.
It still disturbs me. Godslayer.
That's cute. He's brought me a
Stay
toy.
vigilant.
Or buy out the map. Yeah. Even if I had to pay like 5 or 10 kills to be able to witness it, that'd be great.
I'm not up to
I'm gonna throw out all my missions now to check the store and see if I can buy one. But now I have everything except Altered. But if I don't get it, I'm gonna have to go Trade and buy it. No, it was going pretty well. I've had some solid runs. I've actually started playing Tarkov a bit again if you want to play. Yeah, maybe I do some bus rushing. Not a bad idea. Oh, you brought a toy. He wants to play. No, but I'm not going to play actively more because we're doing V-Rising soon. We're going to do V-Rising.
With your death, this nightmare will finally end. I'm faster. Out! Strike!
What do you want, Loki? He grabbed it. God. So cute. My turn. Hey. Get it. What? Hey, get it. Cat streamer now? Thank you. I want my chair. Where's Nessie? I don't know. I do have a standing desk. I don't know where the bathroom. We should have some tricks. Okay, I'm gonna be right back and I'm gonna bring him some tricks. He's probably gonna leave because he's gonna hear me open the cabinet. You can see this, right? I'll be right back. Alright, you guys ready? Hey, looky, up there. 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 Go there. Go there. You see? Go there. 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 No, not that tree. Go there. Go there. Here. High five. Pretty. Higher, higher. Good. Pretty. Good boy. Very good. 2. Paw. There. No. No. Boy. Sit. 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 Boy. Oh, no, no. Good boy. Ah. Psst, psst, psst. He's pretty smart. He can also jump through a ring, but I couldn't find the ring. Here, I'll show you my favorite clip of Loki.
Are you serious? He's untying the knot?
Thanks for tuning in.
He's almost got it.
No way.
He needs to pull in the other one soon.
What?
Oh my god! What?
He's so smart. Actual felon. What you doing? My forecast is sleep. Currently, my cat does better tricks, I would say. Haven't got my son to do many tricks yet. Doesn't farm in Minecraft. Bit disappointing, mostly, I gotta say. Maybe one day. An artillery ballista. Cemetery, Jack Curry. An obliteration. Fighting. Thanks. Oh, he is the final Uber boss? True. Yeah, no, he's such a good cat. We're getting another cat soon, too. We're getting a cat for our cat. Minion build. What are you naming the other cat? Luna.
Surface dweller, you have entered a place almost lost to time itself. One in which you must prove your might.
My spirit is spent.
What you want, Loki? Ruby Cyrus or Maven? Cyrus for most builds. To be honest. But Maven can be very hard too. They're both pretty hard.
This is our center of power, our forge, where
What?
the hot blood of the world flows forth
Oh no.
as magma.
Oh no. I have a dagger or a sword. If that works. No. No. Yeah, it's pretty hard. It is pretty hard. All right. I thought this character died. It did not. Did not. Do I have many coves? So first I just got it on an imbued one and I mythic orbed it first try, and then because I had it on one I was like, oh, maybe I can get it on a second one, and I just started crucibling obliterations and I got it after like 11 or 12. It's pretty easy. Like step 1 was basically be lucky, and then step 2 was don't be unlucky. And I found it really easy. Now you can get it on any weapon. I did, yeah. Welcome. It's just Celestial. Dominator helmet. Boom. They look really nice. Yeah. Oh, they're benevolence wings. I really like them. Wait, I can't even remember. So many people said that today. Is that in a short or in a highlight video or something? I can't remember what happened. Was it the guy in chat claiming to get something really early? Ah. Wait, I can't remember now. Can somebody timestamp it for me? I wouldn't mind rewatching it. It's level 40 while leveling. If it's a short, I can find it easy. Bonk, bonk. Your latest short. I feel like I deserve 2 brothers dash though before I leave. Why are these so I don't really quiet? wanna log out without a brother's dash. No, I meant gift! I meant gift! No! I feel like I deserve 2 brothers dash though before I just randomly found a mage blood while I was leveling. Didn't even realize what I had at first. Oh, you found it during the campaign? Like you found it when you were low level, you mean? Before you knew how good it was? Or where did you find it? Yeah? What level were you, do you think? Approximately. I don't even remember. We were like low level? Like less than 60? Can't drop until you're 75. Liar. 75. Are you celebrating 17th of May? No, not really. Yeah, it's like Mirror, Exalted Orb, and most likely Divine. Honestly, not 100% sure on Divine. But at least like Mirror and Exalt can't drop until, I don't know if it's 33 or 35. That's actually a recent change that got added like 6 years ago or 7 years ago. Because of bots. Yeah, I would think it's 35. But I don't know for sure. What's on the 17th of May? Norwegian Independence Day. It's when we were finally free from the evil tyrannical grasp of Sweden.
J5 is alive, 21 is firing Ziz's laser. Here, sir, have another.
Thank you for the 25 months. But yeah, my first orb ever pretty much was an Exalted Orb. That was like 8 or 10 years ago. My friend didn't believe me until I showed him my inventory.
To ensure your own survival and the longevity of Rayclast itself. To forge weapons from the heat of the Crucible.
Nothing ever
is to
happens.
bend the very essence of the world to your will.
I just want any. I'm at 0. No downgrade, no upgrade. As an American, I find it hard to picture evil Sweden. They're ferocious. First we were owned by Denmark and then they like gave us to Sweden. Those damn Swedes. Did you fully allocate them first? Yeah.
This way, Exile. Put down the sword.
I was joking, I don't hate Sweden. I love Sweden and Denmark. Late joiner to this conversation, but as a Swede, I have to say, parting ways in such a friendly manner is the worst thing we ever did to Norway. It could have been our oil. Yeah, you guys really fucked up on that. You guys really fucked up on that. The worst thing, Sweden double fucked up. Sweden double fucked up. Because, Norway later offered parts of the oil to Sweden in return for some sort of Swedish car company. We wanted shares in some sort of Swedish car company. And they were like, nah, our car company is worth a lot more than oil. So they like, that's some regret right there. Volvo, that's it. Volvo Saab, I'm not sure which one. They could have had a big stake in our oil. It's now the biggest wealth fund in the world. It was Volvo, right? Suck it, Sweden! I love Swedes. Classic. Good times. Swedish meatballs. We would always go to Sweden to buy groceries and candy and shit. But we wouldn't buy shit. Car company said. Swedes from Swedes? True. We would go to Svinesund. Abba. I find it so funny that Norwegians go to Sweden to get cheaper beer in Swedes, as Swedes go to Denmark and the Danes go to Germany. Where did the Germans go? Poland. Where did the Polish people go? Around the corner. From their faucet. Norway, Sweden, Denmark, same. First man would have to confirm when you need him. True. Germans work in Switzerland, so they earn twice as much. That's pretty common. A lot of Norwegians do that too. They'll work in Sweden and work in Norway and live in Sweden. I don't like bear at all. I've tried like nearly everything. Obviously not, but you get the idea. I've tried a lot.
I'm not up to that just yet.
No, I haven't heard of Blue Moon. But then to whom do you pay taxes? If you live in Norway and work in Sweden? Wait, yeah, I guess you would pay taxes to Sweden. I think, fuck, I don't know how that works actually. Taxes are so easy for me because like Norway and the UK have tax treaties that if you pay tax to one country, you don't pay tax to the other. It's very nice. You pay tax in the country you work in. Ah. That makes sense. Yeah, that's what I do too. I pay to the UK. Wonder how many influencers don't pay taxes.
Anna Zero is firing Ziz's laser.
I remember there was two Americans on a podcast. They were talking about like what their favorite things about streaming was. And one of them says, my favorite thing about streaming is that I don't have to do my own taxes. And the others were like, oh, what do you mean? Do you have an accountant? And he was like, no, PayPal does your taxes for you. And the other people on the podcast are like, hold up. Excuse me? What do you mean? And he's like, well, that little fee that PayPal takes off every transaction, they use that. That's like, they use that to pay your taxes. And everyone else on the podcast was like, no, that's the transaction fee for using their platform. He was like, oh, whoops. IRS, this man right here. Ah. Most brutal self-report of all time. I was wheezing. That's almost the first thing I did. My first year, I did my own taxes. Because it was like not enough to pay taxes on. So that was easy. And then second year onwards, I got an accountant. Thanks, Maximum. I'm glad you're liking them. This build is very cheap to do, but you don't want to buy the stuff for the build. You want to find it and make it yourself. It's expensive to buy, easy to make. The fact that some countries, looking at you, US in particular, don't have a proper pricing on items at store shelves. And they're, yeah, I agree. That's crazy to me as well. And they have to, like, when they work, like, even if they're not self-employed, all Americans have to do their own taxes. It's kind of crazy. Like, here in the UK, people just click a button. I've never gotten to do that, obviously, because I'm self-employed, but... yeah, that makes sense, Vash. What's CPA? What do you mean click a button? You just submit your tax. Like in the UK, your tax is withdrawn before you get the money. Like in the UK, when you get, let's say you're getting like £1,500 as a paycheck, the taxes are already deducted before that. Canada as well, yeah. So like the money you get is the money you can spend. That's like most other countries. That's the same in America? I don't think that's true because everyone in the US complains about having to do their taxes. We do both? That seems like not good. The US government just makes us input all the info they already have. Right, but in the UK you don't have to do that part.
Big Brother Mithrandia just resubscribed for 22 months.
Yeah, Kipsy. You don't need the resist part. Wouldn't it be better if you didn't have to though, Lush? Does the UK ever ask you to pay or reimburse your taxes? So I don't do taxes like normal because I'm entrepreneur. Like, so I have an accountant that does all my taxes. I keep more of my earned income than you. I'm okay with this. Wait, what percentage of your income do you pay in tax? Right. Yeah, I do 19%. Yeah, it's going up to 22, 21 or 23. %90 company tax, but more if you pay it out as a salary. Yeah, but I can also pay myself like dividends and minimum wage. And I, obviously, my wife works for me too. And I don't use much money. Like, I barely ever use money. Yeah. Professional cat comber. I think you know, ask you to pay more in tax if you promptly let them know a year ahead that you have X amount of expected income. Right. Makes sense. Essence is huge, and then Expedition is why accounts and everything. I would be in jail if I didn't have an accountant. 100%. I would absolutely be in jail. If you employ yourself, you get personal allowance and dividends tax is less than income tax. Yeah. There's so many things like that. Isn't accountant really expensive? It's more expensive now because they have to do more work for me, but the first year I got an accountant was £300, 250, and they definitely saved me more money than that. I think now it's like 800 or something. But your XP reached.
Brave
You're
P
not.
Puppy cheered Dex1000 fired up Poe yesterday for the first time since Betrayal.
Oh, I still
What
have to
did
kill.
I miss? Besides you, Ziz. And you too, chat.
Hi! Thanks for the money. Yo, that's huge. Right up Pee-wee yesterday for the first time since Betrayal. What did I miss? Yo, thank you. Since Betrayal? How many years ago is that? A lot. You missed a lot. Yeah, there shouldn't be any mistakes, like they're a big company. Uh, it's a whole new game since you last played. Literally. Literally a whole new game. Things drop in stacks now. You can drop up to like, well, honestly, you can drop 40 wisdom scrolls in one. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of quality of life. Ooh! Actually, I have a perfect video for you. Fuck, what's it called? The video where I remind people that you don't have to do lab trials and stuff. No, you don't have to do your lab trials. Atlas Ray is huge. Dude, thanks so much for the 10,000 bits, dude. That's crazy. I appreciate it. Watch this if you're a new or returning player. Yeah.
Viiro is firing Ziz's laser. Aloo.
Viiro. Viiro. That sounds like a new brand of Viagra. You tired of Viagra? Does it give you a headache? Try the new Viiro. It really gets your dick hard. Thank you for the 63 months, dude. But yeah, I have loads of videos for you as a returning player. But it's a whole new game. A whole new game. But yeah, watch that one though. Watch this if you're a returning player.
Welcome, Surface Dweller. Surface Dweller. Place created by Titan.
Honestly, yeah, whole new game.
Stood upon our shoulders since time immemorial.
Literally a whole new game. Actually, a crazy amount of changes. You just have to kill rares, right? And uniques. When you buy Viagra from Ladle. Your mana cost so small, and Pathfinder with loads of reduced mana cost, and also using like timeless jewels. Yeah, Vera, I don't know if you saw what I said, but I was thinking the 18th makes more sense. They never upgrade or downgrade, even though I did full ones. Would you recommend PoE to a new player in its current state? Yes, but it also depends a little bit on what type of player you are. Because it's a very, like, it's a very advanced game. Like, I would say Path of Exile is one of the best main games you could possibly have. Because it gets content every 3 to 4 months. And that's huge, at least for me. Like, I love that in a game. We do? We have a re-rising contact? From what? Lion, thank you for the 5. We've never worked with them on anything. He gave us keys from last time. Oh! Yeah, we need to write down things like that. I can never remember. Right, I remember that now. Alright. Yeah, very Henry. I really hope they like knock it out of the park with that. But yeah, PoE's in a very, very good spot for new players. Even whenever you see like the PoE Reddit go crazy and everyone's super unhappy, it's actually still a really good time for new players. Because it's usually very like first world problems. It's usually people bitching about things that don't matter, especially to new players. Not really PvP, no. Like pretty much any time Reddit and people are complaining, it's not stuff that matters to new players because there's already so much already to learn. Oh nice, Praetoric's got a gifted. Are you? How's the Pee-wee journey coming along, Pretorix?
I'm not up to that just yet. This way, Exile.
On average, people spend loads of time browsing, posting subs, are a little bit out of touch with casuals. Yeah, for sure. That's fair. That's fair. I remember there was somebody complaining. That they removed the synthesis implicit for +1 arrow and put it on the skill tree because he felt like casual players shouldn't have access to this. It's like, yeah, this is a little elitist. A little too elitist, bruh. I was like, oh yeah, they just don't deserve this. It's like, okay, dude. What's the process of automating withering step? Well, you should never do it, but you can put it on must button 1. This is worse in every way and will basically brick your build, but that's why I'm warning not to do it. You don't want to automate it. You will never have flame dash charges, and it'll never use withering step when you actually need it. Also, I have no idea how to go for the very first quest. I tried going along the beach and there's a big dude that 2-hits me. That is the guy you need to kill. You just need to run around him in a circle while, like, perfectly hitting him. What? But, But you're starting as a... Oh, I guess you're melee. Yeah. Yeah, you just gotta kill him. Sorry. How do you get all the mana cost reduction? Flask and Flask effect is a lot of it. Really? Yeah. You have to kill him. But no, his vulnerability. I wouldn't... Like, I only have a curse limit of 2 and Tempt Chains and Despair is more damage. Well, he doesn't... It's his first time playing PoE. That's before getting to town. I assumed I went to the wrong place. No, that's the one. Hey, look, just the guy to kill. Here, Vero, can you write these down somewhere? Wait. After the first town? Oh. Oh. After the town. Oh, you don't need to kill the Fire Witch. Yeah, generally just go northeast. Let's see. Okay, right. I'm gonna... Stretching break. I'll be right back. Oh, my cat's just lying next to me. Buddy. Alright. You guys want to see something cute? This is lying next to me. Yeah, I'm Starforged too. Oh, nice Fosh. Do you guys want to see something else cute? Zizaran's chat. Look, you guys. Honestly, I thought today would drag by, but it's actually gone pretty fast. I might continue tomorrow and transfer to Trade League tomorrow. And do, sell my flasks and shit. And just, like, spam divines on Shaco. Oh, nice, good deer. Bit of a weird question. Haven't been in the PoE community for long. Do people actually think Quinn is not great, or is it just banter? It's a bit mixed. There's definitely a lot of people that don't think he's good, but those people could not in a million years do what he's doing either. For the most people, it is just banter, because he like does pretty hard content on builds that, well, they're not always great, and he still manages to do hard content on hardcore. So he like plays it up a lot for content and does things still that like most people couldn't do. How's Diablo? The last test was pretty boring. Although, well, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than the first tests, but I leveled to 20 so much that I was like, okay, bored now. I'm very, like, it's the same as like, if you stuck me for 3 days running Act 1 over and over again, I'd be so bored. I would be so bored. Cemetery farming. I have like 23 lightning quills. He's so cute. A well-trained clown. I hope they nerf all the logout spots to farm legendary. I think you're overthinking it. Like, you wouldn't be doing that. You would probably be farming very, very differently at the endgame. This is like level 20 tactics that are not going to apply to the endgame. Like, you're not going to be running around opening chests. The only reason we were doing that is because it's a level 30 zone. 23 lightning coils, yeah. Maybe more. I mean, I play a lot though, but yeah, I've gotten a shit ton of lightning coils. Like there will be other things. I mean, no doubt there will be something broken, but yeah, they added a mastery to open chest for you. It'll be interesting. I'm excited for D3, D4. I'm mostly excited for the uniques. Like, I hope they add a lot to the game, because the number one thing I'm worried about for my own personal enjoyment is that itemization will be boring. And obviously uniques can save that. Oh, damage it. Yeah, determination, grace, defiance, banner, and 100% spell suppression, and like 5.5k life, maybe 6k.
I'm not up to that just yet.
I have the cutest cat.
This way, Exile. Don't let him make a mess.
Oh, the guy told me out? Oh, true. Yeah, no, I hate the whole early access thing. This is my cat is the cutest. No, I mythic orbed one. The other one I just added a tree to. I want to be on the beach. Oh, I'm going to New Zealand soon, dude. I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited. I still need to apply for a visa. What if I don't get in? What if they're like, no, sorry, we've seen your videos. You mythic orbed a cat? No, we bought a cat. We got another one coming in like a month. Yeah, I'm getting one more cat. Silver Bengal called Luna. Well, we're gonna call her Luna. She doesn't get a choice. Unlucky. You know, one day I really want like Asian leopard cat. They look so cool. Or there's another thing that looks very similar. Then I'd have to actually like study. Make sure I can take care of it alright. Does Liam like cats? Yeah. Yeah, they get along really well. I'll show you a clip in a sec. What about a golden retriever? Dog? No. I don't want a dog. I want a dog, but I don't want any of the responsibility that comes with having a dog. Like, I would want a husky with somebody else doing all the work. And... yeah, no, it's just too much work, dude. An Asian leopard? No, leopard cat. I'll show you. This. Look at you. Like a super Bengal. And they're even larger. They get like Maine Coon sized. Let me see. I can show you a cute little tweet. The audio is off on it, which disturbs me and makes me sad. Okay, there. I couldn't find it. I didn't have it bookmarked, so I had to Google it, but I found it. I bookmarked it now. This is one of their like early interactions.
Vær sød. Åh.
Man, the audio is so off now. He says aw as he leans into.
20 months. We indeed have the luckiest league this time. Found a mage blood drop naturally.
Du er god, Lolo. God, dreng. Yeah.
It's Danish noises.
Oh.
That's so cute. It's so cute when he does that. Thousand end is very low. I think I had 1800 when I played. Hello. But yeah, no, a leopard cat is pretty expensive. They're like 2,000 or between 2 and 5. And like Loki is, if we were in Scandinavia, we couldn't have Loki because he's too wild. He's a F1 or F5 or something. I can't remember. He's the wildest type of Bengal you can own in the UK. And in like Scandinavia, you need a license. Yeah, Luna's a Bengal as well. We have to get a Bengal. We're actually forced. Sadly. We would like to get other cats, but we're not allowed to. Tragic. Yeah, silver Bengal. What does it mean by wild? How far removed from an actual Asian leopard cat it is. They're super wild. Yeah, it's tragic, but we're gonna just kind of have to survive it somehow, you know. But we'll find a way. Hard, but oh, nice Pharaoh. Yeah, I need to do that too. Because Loki's a Bengal, you need more Bengals. No, it's actually Steel Mage's fault. He's super allergic to cats, and we don't want to risk him not being able to come around, so we have to get another Bengal. It's a hard life, but we'll manage to persevere. We'll suffer through it. Let's get rid of Steel Mage. Also, I wanted a Bengal anyway. It is rough, yeah. Life is hard. Did I see a cloak of flame? Well, a white cloak of flame. Oh, here. Right. Why not getting a second Steel Mage? They're harder to acquire. Are Bengals hypoallergenic? Yep. You can come visit sometime and see if you're allergic to Loki, because then you wouldn't have to like, you wouldn't have to like risk it. And like same with like when we were getting Luna as well, we have a backup option just in case that Loki and Luna don't get along, because like I would never want to like rehome an animal like to like a foster thing unless I really had to for some reason. So we have a friend of mine that loves animals. It's like worst case scenario to take care of her, but I don't think it'll be a problem. I just like having backup options. Got a dog named Luna. Oh, nice. What made you name them Loki and Luna? Loki because of our religion. After the trickster god. We practice pretty often, so we sacrifice a goat every Thursday. And then Luna just because sounds nice with Loki. Classic.
This is our center of power, our forge, where the heart blood of the
I
world
don't like
flows
this game.
as
I don't understand. I'm always doing fully allocated. This challenge is so stupid. I've done like 15 now. Love for Taurus. I like literally done like 15 and I don't have one. It's not that I don't have all of them. I don't have one of them. 5 nodes? No, people said this worked. Loki feels fun. I'm just gonna do 38. Fuck this challenge. It's so stupid. What an actual dog shit. I'll do that one. That's easy. Halfway done with that one. And do that one. Yeah, I'll just not do Towering Titans and Overextending. Fuck 40 out of 40 this thing. Holy shit, dude. Actually. Actually, we can do my first crystal field. Let me just throw 2 obliterations together. Right. Players cannot gain flasks. Oh, because of course not. Because of course not. Wait, where did it go? Where did my geo go? Where did I put it? Oh, there. Okay, I'm just gonna put it here. You die on me. Congratulations, my condolences on what just happened in the game. I can't tell. It's, I'm doing like challenges. It's like basically a built-in battle pass for free. It's just like challenges to unlock cosmetics. Not gain fast charges. 100% reduced effect of non-curse auras. Wait, this one's fucked. Can I even do this? How much armor do I have in here?
Welcome, surface dweller, to a place created by titans. Your kind have stood upon our shoulders since time immemorial.
Hey, I'm glad I'm a totem build. I don't really care if I die. I'd rather not, though. Okay, I'm glad my totems have taunt. Man, this is the only geode I've found too, the entire league. That's technically a lie, because I did find one other one that would sell for one, but I didn't bother keeping it. So I was like, fuck it, I can't be bothered. But technically I found 2. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's completely crazy. at least we survived. I'm the monster? Right. So now we combine these.
Become one with
So I should add one first.
power.
I got 2 and none contain 10 rares. Wait, is that what I needed? Wait, so I didn't even get the challenge. Oh my goodness. Wait, did I not get... Oh, fully allocated. Ugh, whatever. Fuck everything. I hate this.
What you have.
I hate this. Oh my god. Wow, I actually hate those challenges. I'm rage quitting for today. I'll do the rest tomorrow, except those 2. Fuck those 2. Holy. Man, that was so dumb. Right. I'm gonna end. I'm rage quitting. Discord. No, I'm mad. Okay, what's up? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we'll do. I'm ending now anyway. My rating. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm gonna raid Safarian. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Say hi from me. I gotta go. Love you all.
Hey, YouTube.
Try to die.
Hey guys, Zizaran
Less
here.
than my challenges do.
So
I haven't died in a while. That's
I'm
nice.
just about to go to bed. Hi, Zizaran here. Zizaran here. Zizaran here. Zizaran here with Zizaran here. Hi, Zizaran here. And welcome to my channel.